Welcome back. Well, we are standing by for the cabinet briefing to start. Remember, the finance minister is also going to brief the press. Shireen is also joining us to help us understand what should we really expect. Shireen, there are a lot of questions on the mind of investors, whether it's telecom, Yes Bank or the market itself. What all should we expect?
I think all three, Anisha. What we are given to understand, and we have with utmost certainty been able to confirm the fact that the restructuring proposal for Yes Bank has been given the nod of the cabinet, and that's essentially because State Bank of India is involved, and as Timsy was reporting, LIC is probably involved as well. And so that cabinet nod was essential for this decision to be ratified. So there is going to be a detailed briefing by the finance minister on the restructuring plan for Yes Bank. Outside of that, what we are also given to understand is that some relief measures for the telecom sector were taken up by the cabinet and they were cleared. Now, we are still awaiting exact details. The details that are coming in pretty much seem to suggest that the government has taken on board what the COAI, that's the Cellular Operators Association of India, as well as companies like Vodafone, who are part of the COAI, have been suggesting, whether it is with respect to a moratorium or staggered payment. But we don't have a confirmation on exact details, and hence we have not put out the specifics, but we are given to understand that some relief measures for the telecom sector have also been cleared by the cabinet. Thirdly, markets, overall economy, the macro. I think there is going to be an attempt to talk up sentiment, which is what we saw today with Sanjeev Sanyal, the chief economic advisor, also coming out and saying, look, the fundamentals look good, that as far as the macros are concerned, they are resilient. We do have enough forex reserves. The current account issue is no longer an issue as far as we're concerned. So the attempt will be to try and allay concerns and also address the risk mitigation strategy of the government with respect to the coronavirus. Now, remember, the Prime Minister has tweeted today asking all SAARC leaders to collaborate and cooperate and work together on a strategy for this region. So perhaps we could see some mention of that. The Finance Minister is also going to be joined by the Commerce Minister. And we are given to understand that over the last few days, there have been several meetings at the Commerce Ministry as well on how to deal with what's happening on the export and the import front when it comes to the coronavirus. So perhaps there could be some sort of a roadmap or measures that are announced by the Commerce Minister on some of these specific issues on dealing with the coronavirus. So all of that is what we're expecting at this point in time. But do remember, Yes Bank, the results and the board meeting and a press conference is now scheduled for the 14th, which is tomorrow. So ahead of that, this is a decision that the cabinet had to clear, and we will perhaps see much more by way of details coming in from Yes Bank tomorrow. The expectation was, when we spoke with the administrator of Yes Bank, Prashant Kumar, that the moratorium, the restrictions on withdrawal limits could have been relaxed this week itself. That hasn't happened, so let's see. We still have a few days, non-working days though, to go before the close of this week. So let's see if there is going to be a decision on that front. But we'll of course keep tracking this story. So we are expecting Yes Bank, Telecom, and of course overall the state of the economy from the Finance Minister and her cabinet colleagues shortly. Back to you.
Okay, Shireen, thank you so much for that. In fact, we can see the visuals on the screen that they are getting ready for the press conference. You want to take it away, Shireen?
Yes, absolutely. And as I pointed out, the Finance Minister will be joined by the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Prakash Javadekar. So I'm still trying to see there is the DFS Secretary who is there, and he is important because, as we pointed out, the Yes Bank restructuring plan has been given the go-ahead by the Cabinet. So there are some secretaries from North Block who will be part of this briefing as well. So that's the Finance Minister getting ready to make the announcements. Remember, the Cabinet met this morning at 9:30, and usually when Parliament is in session, the Cabinet briefing happens later. Let's listen in.
आज कैबिनेट की बैठक हुई। कैबिनेट के बैठक में 6 विषयों पर बहुत महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय हुए। उसमें यस बैंक के संदर्भ में और निर्यात के संबंध में जो महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय हुए हैं, इसकी जानकारी निर्मला सीतारमण जी और पीयूष गोयल देंगे। जो अन्य निर्णय हुए हैं, उसमें पहले तो 48 लाख केंद्रीय कर्मचारियों को 4% महंगाई भत्ता 1 जनवरी से बढ़ाने का एक बड़ा फैसला हुआ है। 4% महंगाई भत्ता बढ़ेगा। 4% डियरनेस अलाउंस इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 1 जनवरी 2020 to 48 lakh employees and 65 lakh pensioners। 1,13,00,000 फैमिलीज को इसका फायदा होता है। और मोदी सरकार ने 1 जनवरी 16 को 7वां वेतन आयोग दिया, तब भी लोगों के तनख्वाह अच्छी मात्रा में बढ़े थे और लगातार अब ये 17% जो था डियरनेस अलाउंस वो 21% हो गया है। तो ये कर्मचारियों को फायदा देने वाला, लाभ, न्याय देने वाला एक महत्वपूर्ण फैसला समय पर किया है। 4%, 17 to 21।
माई रिक्वेस्ट बीच में थोड़ा सा,
हाँ नहीं, 2016 में 7वां वेतन आयोग आया, ये मैंने बोला, ठीक है। तो ये इसका खर्चा इस साल 14,595 करोड़ आएगा, 14,595 करोड़। लेकिन मैंने जैसे कहा 1,13,00,000 फैमिलीज को इसका फायदा होगा और इसलिए ये एक महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय है। दूसरा, किसानों के लिए 2 निर्णय है। ये कर्मचारियों के लिए हुआ, अब किसानों के लिए निर्णय। कोपरा, जो खासकर साउथ इंडिया में तमिलनाडु, केरला, कर्नाटका और आंध्र प्रदेश, इसमें कोपरा तैयार होता है, उसके एमएसपी में बढ़ोतरी की है। मिलिंग दर्जे का जो कोपरा होता है मिलिंग का, वो 9521 था, 9,521 रुपए था पिछले साल, अब बढ़ के 439 रुपए बढ़ोतरी हुई और 9,960 हो गया, 9,960 रुपए हो गया। 439 रुपए का, उसमें 439 रुपीस का बढ़ोतरी हुआ है। बॉल टाइप का जो होता है, तो उस कोपरे के लिए 380 रुपए वृद्धि हुई है, 9,920 रुपए से अब 10,300 हुआ है। इस कोपरे के एमएसपी बढ़ाने से 2 परिणाम होते हैं। बाजार में सही कीमत मिलने लगती है। पिछले साल तमिलनाडु के कोपरे को प्राइस ठीक नहीं मिली, घट गई। सरकार ने ऐसे ही एमएसपी का ऐलान किया और खरीद शुरू किया। जैसे ही खरीद शुरू किया, किसानों को उससे भी ज्यादा दाम मिलने लगा बाजार में। तो ये, और कम किसान नहीं है, 30 लाख किसानों का ये मुद्दा है। 20 लाख हेक्टेयर में ये पैदावार होती है। 15 लाख मिलियन मेट्रिक टन्स, 1.5 करोड़ मेट्रिक टन्स, इतना कोपरे का उत्पादन होता है और दुनिया में हमारा नंबर 1 है, प्रोडक्शन में भी, प्रोडक्टिविटी में भी। तो ये कोपरा, ये एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण फैसला आज का है। इससे मार्केट में किसानों को एमएसपी से भी ज्यादा कीमत मिलेगी, यह हमें, और ये एक एमएसपी रक्षा रहती है। अगर खरीद की जरूरत पड़ी तो नाफेड और एनसीसीएफ, ये 2 संस्थाएं करेगी और ये किसानों के लिए बड़ी अच्छी खुशखबर है। तमिलनाडु और केरल के किसानों की ये बहुत मांग थी, कर्नाटक और आंध्र के भी, और यहाँ उनको आज न्याय मिला है। Yes. See, today government has increased MSP for copra by 439 rupees for milling quality, from 9,521 to 9,960, and for ball category from 909.20 to 10,300. This is the increase of 380. This helps really for market stabilization. And as you know, last year Tamil Nadu farmers were in deep trouble because market prices slashed. Immediately government started purchase of with MSP prices, and immediately prices rose more than the MSP. So this is really a protection to farmers, and in case of need for purchase, the NAFED and NCCF will be purchasing the copras. Today we are number 1 in copra production and copra productivity. More than 30 lakh farmers, and they produce 15 million metric tons of copra in 20 lakh hectares. So this is important product of 4 southern states, and they will get justice from this. दूसरे खेती के लिए महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय हुआ यूरिया के लिए, जो हमारे देश का यूरिया का उत्पादन ज्यादा बढ़े ताकि हमें निर्यात आयात पर निर्भर न रहना पड़े। इसके लिए जो एक दुविधा थी 2014 में अप्रैल में, उस समय की यूपीए सरकार ने एक निर्णय लिया था, एनपीएस 3 का नोटिफिकेशन निकाला था, लेकिन उसमें भाषा की एम्बिग्युइटी के चलते उसका अमल नहीं हो पाया। अब केंद्र सरकार ने यह तय किया है कि 30 यूरिया के फैक्ट्री को 350 रुपए मेट्रिक टन से फिक्स कॉस्ट एडिशनल मिलेगी। There is a component of fixed cost in calculating the cost of production in urea. So they will get 30 units will get 350 rupees per metric ton as an additional cost, and there are units which are old enough but they are producing. They are 30-year and more old units. They will also be getting 150 rupees per ton in addition to 350. That is, they will get 500 rupees per metric ton and others will get 350. So this will ensure continued supply of urea और किसानों के लिए, और देश को आयात पर निर्भर नहीं रहना पड़ेगा, देशी उत्पादन बढ़ेगा, ये उसका फायदा रहेगा। अंत में एक निर्णय लिया महत्वपूर्ण नेशनल हाईवे के लिए। एक वर्ल्ड बैंक प्रोजेक्ट में 780 किलोमीटर upgradation of national highways from 2 lane to 4 lane, 4 lane to 6 lane, shoulder building and maintenance. This is a product, and this is a green national highway corridor project. ये ग्रीन नेशनल क्या है? तो ग्रीन हाईवे इज गिट्टी पत्थर कम यूज करेंगे, सीमेंट ज्यादा यूज करेंगे, दोनों तरफ पेड़ लगाएंगे, एक नए स्टैंडर्ड सेट करेंगे, प्लास्टिक का उपयोग करेंगे, रीयूज करेंगे। ये सब जो करेंगे, इससे मैं पर्यावरण का भी मंत्री हूं तो मेरे लिए तो ये खुशखबरी है, क्योंकि ये पर्यावरण पूरक सड़क बनाने के देश दुनिया भर में जो प्रयास चल रहे, इसका एक महत्वपूर्ण स्टैंडर्ड सेटिंग का प्रयोग यहां होगा। और ये 7,660 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट से 780 किलोमीटर्स बनेंगे। हिमाचल प्रदेश, राजस्थान, उत्तर प्रदेश और आंध्र प्रदेश। So today India is embarked upon a new mission to create Green National Highways Corridor project, in which all environmental friendly steps will be taken so that there will be less sand and less stones will be used, more cement, then more plastic and other reused material will be used. There will be green corridors along the road, and this will ensure that our highways become really green highways. Because in budget, Nirmala ji has declared green earth and blue sky. That is our target. And to that end, this is one project with investment of 7,660 crore and 780 kilometers in HP, in UP, in AP, in Rajasthan. Thank you from my side. Now over to Nirmala ji.
Thank you, Prakash ji. As you are aware, today the Cabinet has approved the reconstruction scheme for the Yes Bank, as was proposed by the RBI. the decision to provide a reconstruction scheme keeps at its core the protection of depositors' interest, keeps at its core providing stability to Yes Bank, and also keeps at its core keeping a stable financial environment, banking system. I briefly give you a background of how things developed. Even the other day when I saw you all in the context of Yes Bank, I explained as to how over the whole of 1 year, the process of monitoring, looking at the developments happening in the Yes Bank, the governance failures related matters and so on, I've elaborated. But I would like to just give you, post my last press conference till today, what are the main things that might draw your attention. It was on 5th March that the bank was placed on moratorium, and then the RBI superseded the board and appointed an administrator. Post that, on 6th March, the RBI placed a draft scheme for reconstruction of the Yes Bank in the public domain and invited objections and so on, and suggestions also from stakeholders. And all this was made public on the 6th. Post that, scheme of reconstruction came to the government, which was considered by the cabinet today. The key features of what actually is a part of this reconstruction plan will of course be available for all of you all in detail once the notification happens, which will happen as soon as possible. But I'm just highlighting some of the points which will be of interest. State Bank of India will invest up to 49% of the equity. Other investors are also being invited, and quite a lot of engagement by the RBI is happening to bring in other investors also. There will be a 3-year lock-in period for SBI for up to only 26% of the 49% that they are investing. And for the rest of the investors, it will be lock-in for 3 years of 75% of their investment. So the authorized capital itself has been raised from 1,100 crores to 6,200 crores, so that we can accommodate immediate and also subsequent raising of capital requirements. I'll repeat some of them. SBI at the moment is coming in with 49%, and the lock-in period for it will be for 3 years, but the lock-in period for SBI will be only for the 26% of shares, not for the entire 49%. Then similarly, private investors are also being brought in. They will also have a lock-in period of 3 years, but for them the lock-in amount will be 75% of what they bring in. Authorized capital of Yes Bank itself is being revised upwards. 1,100 crores is what it is now. It is being increased to 6,200 crores. And that is being done because we need to accommodate immediate and subsequent raising of capital related matters. After the notification of the scheme, and I said we'll do that as soon as possible, after the notification of the scheme, within 3 days, the moratorium will be lifted. Within 3 days, the moratorium will be lifted. And within 7 days, a new board will be constituted, wherein at least 2 directors from SBI will be also becoming part of that new board. Moreover, this administrator will vacate his office within 7 days after the notification, and the new board will take in full charge. As I said, the new board will consist of a CEO, a chairman, and also other members, but 2 of them will be from State Bank of India. So for now, I think broadly that gives you a picture of what the cabinet has approved today. For further details, the notification itself will come out in all its details. So that's about Yes Bank.
Next.
Go ahead.
धन्यवाद प्रकाश जी, निर्मला जी. आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में यूनियन कैबिनेट ने रोडटेप रेमिशन ऑफ ड्यूटीज एंड टैक्सेस ऑन एक्सपोर्टेड प्रोडक्ट्स इस नाम की स्कीम को मंजूरी दी। ये माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी ने अपने बजट में भी इसका जिक्र किया था कि आज के बदले हुए परिप्रेक्ष्य में जब भारत एक लीस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्री से अब निकल चुकी है, अब हम जिस प्रकार से पहले निर्यात के ऊपर कंसेशंस या सब्सिडीज देते थे, अब वो नहीं दे सकते हैं। और उसके रहते एक नई स्कीम जो WTO के सभी मापदंड में कंप्लाई करती हो, ऐसी एक स्कीम सरकार जल्द लाएगी। इसके तहत जो भी टैक्सेस या ड्यूटीज या लोकल लेवीज या तो केंद्र सरकार के हो, राज्य सरकार के हो या लोकल इकाई के हो, वो सब अगर कोई और स्कीम के तहत रिफंड नहीं होते हैं तो रोडटेप स्कीम में उसको रिफंड करने का प्रावधान बनाया गया है। अभी तक 2 स्कीम्स में रिफंड निर्यात के ऊपर मिलते हैं। एक तो ड्रॉबैक स्कीम में जो भी इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी लगती है, अगर कोई इंपोर्ट कंटेंट हो उसका रिफंड ड्रॉबैक स्कीम में मिलता है। और अगर जीएसटी IGST पे होता है या रॉ मटेरियल पे GST पे होता है, तो जब आप निर्यात करते हो प्रोडक्ट तो GST का भी रिफंड मिल जाता है। इसके अलावा कुछ और टैक्सेस और ड्यूटीज लगते हैं। उदाहरण के लिए कोयले पे 400 रुपए प्रति टन एक सेस लगता है। दूसरा उदाहरण हो सकता है बिजली के ऊपर अलग अलग राज्य सरकार एक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ड्यूटी लगाती है। एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट्स पे राज्य सरकार या लोकल बॉडी एक मंडी टैक्स लगाते हैं। तो ऐसे कुछ ड्यूटीज और लेवीज हैं। पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स के ऊपर वैट भी लगता है और एक्साइज ड्यूटी भी लगती है। अगर कोई फर्नेस ऑयल यूज करता है या कोई ट्रांसपोर्ट में बड़े पैमाने पे उनका ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉस्ट है और उस पर पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स यूज होते हैं तो वो भी रिफंड नहीं मिलता है। तो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्पर्धा में हमारे निर्यात भी स्पर्धा में सामान्य लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड मिल सके उनको, उसके लिए रोडटेप स्कीम बहुत महत्वपूर्ण कड़ी रहेगी। इसके तहत MEIS जो स्कीम है पहले जो चलती थी उसको फेज आउट कर दिया जाएगा। जिस प्रोडक्ट को जिस वस्तु को अब रोडटेप स्कीम में लेंगे उसमें वो पुरानी MEIS स्कीम को खत्म कर देंगे और नई इस रोडटेप स्कीम के तहत एक WTO कंप्लायंट तरीके से कोई भी टैक्स का इंसिडेंस अगर कोई निर्यात के प्रोडक्ट पे लगता है उसको रिफंड करने का अब प्रावधान रोडटेप में रहेगा। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू जो ड्रॉबैक रेट्स भी पहले तय करता था, वो इन नए रेट्स को रोडटेप रेट्स को प्रायोरिटाइज करके जो वस्तुओं में इसको जल्दी करना है उसको पहले करके प्रायोरिटी के हिसाब से स्कीम को रोल आउट करेगा। जैसे जैसे रोल आउट होगी रोडटेप वैसे वैसे MEIS फेज आउट हो जाएगी। इसको पूरे को डिजिटल इंडिया के अपने मापदंडों के तहत एक ट्रांसफरेबल स्क्रिप्ट के माध्यम से लोगों को दिया जाएगा और ये सब पूरा प्रोसेस मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रेवेन्यू में और DGFT दोनों मिलके पूरी तरीके से इसको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक रखेंगे जिससे ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन मिनिमम रहेगा। हर प्रोडक्ट का रेट तय करते हुए स्टेक होल्डर कंसल्टेशन होगा और जो निर्यात करते हैं उनको बिठा के उनसे डेटा लेके कि उनके ऊपर क्या क्या कॉस्ट पड़ता है वो डेटा लेके स्कीम के रेट्स निर्धारित किए जाएंगे। धन्यवाद प्रकाश।
लक्ष्मण राव। लक्ष्मण राव।
सवाल FMM से है कि जिस तरह से कोरोना वायरस की स्थिति अर्थव्यवस्था पड़ रही है, ये कहना कितना सही होगा कि हेल्थ क्राइसिस अब एक फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस में बदल चुका है और मौजूदा हालात के अर्थव्यवस्था पर असर को कम करने के लिए सरकार कितनी तैयार है और क्या कदम उठाने वाली है?
I'm sure all of you all have constantly been kept informed about the way in which Government of India, in touch with various concerned departments and also state governments has been continuously monitoring the coronavirus and making sure that effective, timely steps are taken to take care of the Indian interests, and also ensuring that Indians who have travelled abroad are tested, monitored, and also where necessary and where possible are being brought back to this country. As it is, global markets have all had severe volatility, and we are also consciously monitoring all of them. It's no consolation to say that stock markets elsewhere have also suffered. I'm conscious of that. But globally, there is a serious repercussion felt, and we are conscious of the developments. Together with the RBI, we are closely monitoring and making sure where necessary, and you're aware that I had held a meeting with all the industries concerned to address issues which are coming out of the challenge of the of the coronavirus. And for them, each department has been now spending a lot of time to see how best they can give relief from the challenges that they are facing. So we are seized of the matter, and we are on an almost daily basis monitoring the situation.
Ma'am, this is Ruchi Bhatia from ET now.
Please just wait for your turn.
Ma'am, this is Ruchi Bhatia
Please.
from ET now. Ma'am, you're monitoring the situation. Globally, we have seen how central banks have been reducing rates, and a lot of liquidity is being put into the system as well. In terms of response from the government, can we expect a fiscal response to the situation that's emerging out of coronavirus? And would you also expect the RBI to follow the suit of global central banks?
As regards the kind of stimulus or response that we have to give for the coronavirus related matter, as I said earlier, you're fully aware that the interaction and engagement with these sectors through the department concerned is happening, as I said, almost on a daily basis. So we are trying to attend to the requirement of the industries, and also see where best each of the department will have to make some intervention which is related to their own activities. So yes, we are moving on that front. But as regards what the RBI has to take a call on, I can only draw your attention to the fact that the RBI governor had in one of the last statements that he had made, he very clearly recognized that there is this development globally that was about a few days ago, and that he is open to the need of the hour, and I'm sure the RBI will take a call from its end.
Ma'am, Vanakkam. Venkatraman from Dinamala. Ma'am, he is given permission.
Not permission, he does it in a particular order, that is all.
Okay. Ma'am, we're getting information from South India that Lakshmi Vilas Bank also approached RBI. Can you just share this ground reality? What exactly is the problem Lakshmi Vilas Bank is facing?
That's for the RBI to answer. I wouldn't know. Because if they have
Minister,
approached,
you must be knowing the fact.
if they have approached the RBI, it is for the RBI to speak about it.
Ma'am, Sapna here from CNBC. Ma'am, there was a lot of expectation that possibly telecom package will also come up in the cabinet. That's one, ma'am. And second, ma'am, you have indicated very clearly we'll try to notify the scheme as soon as possible. So it's only after the notification that the rest of the thing will happen. Can we expect it within a day or two, if I may ask this question?
To specifically tell you, and the secretary has written it down for me so that I don't use any, relaxed, loose terminology in this. The notification shall come out and the moratorium shall cease on the third working day at 1800 hours from the date of the notification. All right, very much what I said, but in those jargonese which the bureaucracy feels comfortable with.
Yes.
All right?
Mr. Sheshasena.
And next, office of the administrator, I said will vacate on the 7th day, it's easier for us to assimilate. But correction here, no correction, but in the legalese, office of the administrator shall stand vacated. I didn't use the word stand. Stand vacated after 7 days. Okay? 7 calendar days. Now, please take care. From the cessation of the moratorium, and a new board shall be constituted. Clear?
Mr. Sisena, please, just Mr. Sisena.
Ma'am,
You are not, you have to wait for it.
The DOT will answer that.
ma'am,
Question is from Mr. Sisena.
DOT will answer that, not me.
ma'am, Shishir here from Hindu Business Line. Yesterday, SBI announced that it is going to buy 725 crore shares. You said that the scheme is for up to 49% of the capital.
No, they will take 49, but I said the lock-in period is not for the 49, but it's only for the...
Yeah, ma'am, my question is that how much is the percentage in terms of 725 crore shares?
You'll get the details in the notification. No, but
Okay, and
just
the
a few more hours,
second
I
part is what about the paid-up capital? You said authorized capital has been raised to 6,200 crore rupees. So how much is the paid-up capital after this?
6,000, did I say 200?
6,200
400. 6,200, yes, yes, yes.
And what will be the paid-up capital, ma'am, after this?
The details you'll get here. I don't want to get into the details now. You'll get it through the notification. Everything is in it.
हमारा सवाल ये है कि आपने देखा होगा कि राहुल गांधी का रीट्वीट आया है और हम सब देख रहे हैं कि कोरोना वायरस पे सरकार क्या कर रही है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी मानते हैं कि सरकार इग्नोर कर रही है और इसकी वजह से इंडियन इकोनॉमी पूरी तरह से डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगी। ये राहुल गांधी का कहना आपका है।
Please take.
ठीक है.
Yes, Monica.
मैम, दिस इज मोनिका फ्रॉम जी बिजनेस। मैम, मेरा सवाल है कि बहुत सारे ऐसे सेक्टर्स जो कोरोना वायरस से एडवर्सली इम्पैक्ट हो रहे हैं, उनमें बैंकों का भी एक्सपोजर है। तो क्या हम कह सकते हैं हम फिर से बैड लोन फेज की तरफ जा रहे हैं, और सरकार अपनी तरफ से कितनी तरह प्रिपेयर है इस चैलेंज को फेस करने के लिए?
पर्टिकुलरली बैंक के कारण ऐसे कुछ। हाँ हाँ, मैं समझ रही हूँ जी। इसीलिए मेरा पहला जवाब ये था कि कम से कम 25 दिन पहले ही मैंने हर सेक्टर से बात की। उसके बाद लगातार कॉमर्स मिनिस्टर भी उन ट्रेड सेक्टर्स के साथ बैठ रहे हैं जहां कोरोना वायरस की वजह से कुछ तकलीफें आए हो। सो सरकार हर मंत्रालय के द्वारा भी बात कर रही है, मेरे तरफ से भी बात हुई है। हम सब अपने अपने डिपार्टमेंट के द्वारा जितनी भी राहत देने के लिए उनसे सुझाव आ रही है, उन सब के विषय में चर्चा गोष्ठी कर रहे हैं।
Question for the left side.
काम भी कर रहे हैं
मैम,
सिर्फ बात नहीं।
मैम, गुलवीन औलख
और बिना बात किए काम करना मतलब की बात काम नहीं होगा।
मैम,
Yeah, you are saying that the government is also responding.
Ma'am, Gulveen Olak from the Economic Times. Could you please tell us what will be the treatment to 81 bonds?
Mic is not on. Just
Hello. So, ma'am, what will be the treatment for 81 bonds of Yes Bank? Could you please throw some light on that?
The 81 bond matter is in the court, so I may not be able to comment on it.
Ma'am, Ritu Parna from CNBC to your right. Ma'am, we have seen unprecedented volatility in the markets. The lower circuit was triggered in the markets. As the Finance Minister of India, what will be your message to both institutional and retail investors? That is one. And sir, for you, sir, by when will the MEI scheme be scaled down and ROTTEP will take over as far as exports are concerned?
And it's simple. I think it was very clear. ROTTEP, we have to, the drawback, like drawback rates are determined for each product. ROTTEP rates will have to be determined for each product based on the data that comes out. So that will be an ongoing process. We'll use the next 6-8 months to progressively talk to all the industries. Whichever industries, and through all of you, I'll appeal that all industries work out that what is the input taxes which don't get reimbursed within the GST or drawback rates. Any taxes that they have to face, if each industry works it out and comes to the drawback department and Ministry of Revenue, then the committee can quickly take it up and we can start converting, we can start phasing out MEIS and bringing ROTTEP, which will be much more safer and will truly be in the spirit of the fact that the country exports goods and services but does not export taxes.
Ma'am, in the budget.
Please just wait for the turn. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, there was a proposal in the budget speech that the number of days NRIs are allowed to stay in India has been reduced to 120. Considering the impact of corona and many people are not able to go back to those countries, will you be considering the proposal? I mean, there are demands from MPs, I'm told, to reconsider that decision.
Well, I've received a lot of inputs on that from the various cities that I visited with the entire Ministry of Finance's team. We'll consider the inputs that we've received. We'll have a review of it and take a call after that. I've answered that.
Ma'am, Somesh here from Business Standard. Did the cabinet also take a decision on the LIC's investment in Yes Bank today, apart from SBI? And second, will other public sector banks also chip in through the form of bulk deposit or any other avenues in Yes Bank? And on coronavirus, you had a meeting, a conference a few days back, and you had said that a plan will be presented to the PMO and it will be made public. So when could we see a comprehensive plan to tackle coronavirus in that?
See, on the coronavirus, I've briefed you all after I had that meeting with so many different industry sectors and also departments. Many secretaries were also present during that time. The way in which we've gone about it post that meeting is that each of the ministry, each of the department are further having the discussion and engagement with the concerned industries and affected sections. Each one is drawing up their own way of handling things. So obviously all this will also we are not waiting for one to finish till the other is, even if they are ready. Each one as they finish are also getting their consultation furthered with the PMO, and they are making their own progress as well. So it's not as if all of them are waiting for one another. They're going ahead with the consultation. That's a third question. The second that you had, there was no discussion on LIC. What was the other question then? Not that I know of, that other than SBI anybody else's, but of course private investors are being engaged.
पीयूष जी, रेलवे एक बड़ा माध्यम है जहां बड़ी संख्या में लोग रोजाना यात्रा करते हैं. ट्रांसपोर्ट मिनिस्ट्री ने भी, रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट ने भी अपने गाइडलाइंस जारी किए हैं. रेलवे जो सवारी जाती हैं उनमें इन्फेक्शन एक दूसरे में न फैले, इसको लेके क्या प्रयास कर रहा है?
इसके बारे में भी पूरी विस्तृत रूप से जानकारी बाहर दी गई है. मैं समझता हूँ अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना बड़े रूप में, सैनिटेशन के ऊपर फोकस तो हमारा 5 साल से स्वच्छ भारत के तहत रहा है, और उसका आज शायद देश की जनता अच्छी तरह समझ पाएगी कि कितनी बड़ी उपलब्धि है इस देश की, कि कहाँ वो पुराने दिन थे जब देश में गंदगी एक नॉर्म था, और आज जरा सी हम गंदगी देखते हैं तो एकदम रिएक्ट करते हैं. तो जो नेसेयर्स थे एक जमाने में, प्रधानमंत्री जी को क्रिटिसाइज करते थे कि लाल किले से वो स्वच्छता की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं समझता हूं एक प्रकार से आज उसका अच्छा सही जवाब है कि पूरी स्वच्छता का लाभ देश को मिल रहा है. सरकार ने एकदम प्रोएक्टिव मेजर्स लिए हैं. अधिकारियों को भी सब स्टेट गवर्नमेंट सेंटर मिलके जिस प्रकार से कोरोना वायरस का सामना कर रही है, अपने आप में एक मिसाल है कोलैबोरेटिव फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर का. और रेलवेज भी उसमें अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना, सैनिटेशन हाई लेवल पे रखना. अब यात्रियों को बंद तो नहीं कर सकते, पर यात्रा सेफ रहे उसके लिए अवेयरनेस के लिए हमने काम किया. हमारे अस्पतालों में आइसोलेशन वार्ड्स वगैरह बनाए. कोई अगर व्यक्ति में कोई सिम्टम्स मिले तो उनको टेस्टिंग के लिए भेजा जा सकता है, जरूरत पड़े तो क्वारंटाइन किया जा सकता है. बाकी अधिकांश जानकारियां एक कमिटी ऑफ सेक्रेटरीज इस पे काम कर रही है, और ऑफिशियल ब्रीफिंग के द्वारा आपको पूरी जानकारी दी जाएगी.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन हियर फ्रॉम द हिंदू बिजनेस लाइन.
स्वच्छता के ऊपर जो भी प्रश्न आप उठा रहे हैं, नेट जियो टीवी का एकदम अच्छा सा छोटा सा डॉक्यूमेंट्री है, बहुत बढ़िया है. राष्ट्रपति भवन में परसों तरसों दिखाया गया, मार्च 8 को विमेन्स डे के संदर्भ में दिखाया गया. It's a very good documentary. It's worth seeing.
Sir, Tvesh Mishra here from the Hindu Business Line. Sir, the crude oil prices have softened substantially. Can we expect the benefits to be passed on to consumers by way of a lowering of excise as well? Thank you very much, friends. Thank you.
All right, that's it then. That's the information coming in from the